just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome back to another episode of the Nose Knows Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, aka The Nose. First off, I hope everyone is having an awesome 4th of July weekend. Hopefully you got to spend some time with family and friends, fired up the grill, watch some fireworks, and celebrate the greatest country in the world. God bless America. And thank you to all the men and the women who have served and continue to serve our country. We appreciate you all sacrificing everything that you do and to protect our freedom. Now let's fire up those engines because we've got a lot of NASCAR to talk about. Sonoma Race. What a race we had out in Sonoma Raceway. Shane Van Gisbergen proved once again why he's becoming the king of road courses, capturing back-to-back victories in the Toyota Save Mart 350 for Trackhouse Racing. SVG had to earn every bit of this one as Chase Briscoe put the pressure on him late, but a small mistake from Briscoe with just a few laps remaining opened the door and SVG slammed it shut. The win completed a weekend sweep for Van Gisbergen and gave him his 8th career NASCAR Cup Series road course victory. Ty Gibbs, he looked like he was going to steal the show though early on. Starting from the pole, he dominated the first two stages, sweeping both stage 1 and stage 2 before bringing home a strong third place finish. SVG led 74 of the 110 laps, but it wasn't easy. The track became slick, dusty, and tire wear was a major factor. Those final laps had fans on the edge of their seats as he slid around trying to hold off Chase Briscoe. This race also kicked off NASCAR's brand new in-season challenge, and there was no shortage of drama. Tyler Reddick suffered devastating power steering problems that dropped him multiple laps down and then completely shook up the tournament bracket. The mechanical failure also cost him the regular season points lead. Thanks to Reddick, his bad luck, Denny Hamlin now leads the regular season championship by a single point heading into Chicagoland. Let's look at my fantasy lineup. My fantasy lineup, it wasn't perfect, but it definitely got the job done. My final lineup was Shane Van Gisbergen. He brought me home 63 points. Michael McDowell gave me 36 points. Chase Briscoe with that second place finish gave me 37 points. AJ Allmendinger, 29 points. And Ryan Preece, there's more on Ryan Preece later on in this episode, but he brought home 35 points. That gave me 200 points. My garage driver was Chris Buescher, who scored 18 points. In the matchups, I went 3 for 4. I know during the episode last week, I gave you AJ Allmendinger over Chase Briscoe, but at the last minute, I did change it over to Chase Briscoe over Allmendinger. So I went 3 for 4. The only miss that I lost was Zane Smith over Carson Hocevar, and that added 30 more points for me, bringing my grand total to 230 fantasy points for the week. Even better, I'm still sitting in first place in my fantasy league with a 23-point lead. We'll take that every single week. For my 36 for 36, as you know, I took the 88 car of Connor Zelich, and he came through. He finally came through for us. He finished 7th and scored 33 fantasy points with his first career NASCAR Cup Series top 10. I've been waiting for that breakout performance, and it finally happened. Unfortunately, I slipped 2 spots in the overall rankings. I am now sitting 208th place out of 43,000 worldwide on the NASCAR app. Still plenty of racing left, and we're going to keep climbing and try to up the rankings. The best bets, it wasn't perfect, but we'll gladly take a profitable weekend. We cashed 4 out of the 8 bets. I really thought AJ Allmendinger would have grabbed another top 10 for us. And Chase Elliott, he looked like he had the speed early on, but sometimes that's just racing, and he did not cash that top 10 for us. Not every ticket cashes, but finishing in the green is always a win. Now let's move on to one of the most anticipated races of the season, Chicagoland Speedway. For the first time in 2,562 days, the NASCAR Cup Series returns to Chicagoland Speedway. It's honestly hard to believe that it's been that long. It's the second round of the NASCAR in-season challenge. It heads to one of the most unpredictable tracks on the schedule. Nearly half the field, 18 drivers, have never raced a Cup car here. That means experience is going to matter. 7 years of Illinois weather has transformed this place. The asphalt is older, it's rougher, it's bumpier, and expected to chew up some tires, unlike we've seen with the next-gen car. Nobody really knows what to expect. Drivers will likely have to move around the racetrack, searching for grip, manage tire wear, and avoid getting caught in the dusty outside groove. Veteran drivers like Danny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and Alex Bowman could have a huge advantage because they've actually remembered what this place feels like. Kyle Larson, he also participated in the Goodyear tire test earlier this year and has always been incredibly good on this track. This one has all the ingredients to becoming an instant classic. My fantasy lineup for this week, I'll be taking the number 5 car, Kyle Larson. Larson absolutely loves old, worn-out racetracks, and Chicago fits this description perfectly. He has finished second in each of the last 2 races here and owns the best average finish of any active driver with multiple starts. This feels like one of the strongest plays of the weekend. My next driver will be the 11 car of Danny Hamlin. I'm running out of Danny Hamlin starts here. This might be my last one, and I might have 2 more. I don't know. I will have to look, but I will be starting the 11 car. And he's hot. This is exactly why you save him. He's been nearly unbeatable on intermediate tracks this season and also participated in the tire test here earlier this year. When Danny is this hot, you ride the wave. My next car will be the 45 car of Tyler Reddick. Last week's mechanical issues were frustrating, but I'm not jumping ship just yet. His dirt track background makes him one of the best drivers in NASCAR when tire management becomes important. I expect a huge bounce back performance from him. My next car will be the 48 car of Alex Bowman. Bowman admitted that the last few months have been rough for him, but Chicagoland might be exactly what his team needs. He's the defending race winner, and yes, I know the last race here was 6-7 years ago, but he is the defending race winner, and this track has always quietly been one of the better intermediate racers over the last few seasons. My next driver will be the 6 car of Brad Keselowski. Nobody loves Chicagoland as much as the 6 car. He has 9 consecutive top 10 finishes here, 2 career victories here. History says he'll be near the front again. My garage driver will be the 22 car of Joey Logano. Logano has 6 straight finishes of 8th or better at Chicagoland. Even though Penske hasn't been great on intermediates this season, I do think this is where Joey reminds everyone why he is a former Cup Series champion and that he will do better than most people expect here. In the matchups, we got Tyrone Gibbs versus Chase Briscoe. In this one, I'm going to be taking Chase Briscoe. The slick conditions could play right into his dirt racing background. The next matchup is Kyle Larson versus William Byron. This one is incredibly close, but Byron has been outstanding all season, but Larson's Chicagoland history gives him the edge here. The next matchup will be Todd Gilliland versus Carson Hocevar. In this one, I'm going to take the 77 car of Carson Hocevar. The finishes haven't always reflected the speed, but he's been fast enough to win this matchup. The last matchup will be the 48 car of Alex Bowman versus the 2 car of Austin Cindric. I'm going to be taking Alex Bowman in this one. He's the last winner at Chicagoland, like I said earlier, and should have the advantage over Cindric this weekend. my 36 for 36 pick this week. And I'm rolling with the 11 car of Denny Hamlin. I honestly thought I had already used him, but somehow he's still available. He's one of the hottest drivers right now in NASCAR and has been outstanding on the 1.5-mile tracks. I'll still be watching practice and qualifying closely. If anything changes with my lineup or my 36 for 36 or even my matchup picks, I'll post updates in the comments on my YouTube channel. So keep an eye over there if I make any changes. My best bets. Here's the betting card for Chicagoland. I'm going to take Alex Bowman as a top 10. I like Kyle Larson, a top 5. Joey Logano, a top 10. Brad Keselowski. You got to keep riding that wave. It's for a top 10. I was going to do a Brad Keselowski and Ryan Preece parlay together for a top 10, but I couldn't find that on any books. So if you can find that on any books, let me know. Another one that I'll be taking is Brad Keselowski to outright win. That's plus 3,000. John Hunter Nemechek, I like him for a top 10. Ryan Preece, I like him for a top 10 as well. Eric Jones, I think he's in a Toyota. Toyota's been running really well on 1.5-mile tracks. So I do like him for a top 10. If you can find that in your books. Let me know down in the comments who you have got winning the Chicagoland race here. I mean, are you rolling with Larson? Are you going to roll with Hamlin or even Reddick? Or do you have a dark horse ready to shock the field? As always, race fans, enjoy the 4th of July weekend. Stay safe. Spend time with the people that you love. And never forget how blessed we are to live in the land of the free because of the brave. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this episode with your fellow NASCAR fans. Every like, every comment, and every subscription helps this channel continue to grow, and I truly appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, I'm Chris, aka The Nose, and remember, the nose knows. God bless America, God bless NASCAR, and God bless you all. Take care.